Bam, damn, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose. Alabama, here comes the heat.
Cornelius Bennett.
Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Gunn. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Does put a smile on my face.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well after last night. Ain't nobody got no hangovers, I hope. All right, today is November the 5th, 2023, the day after. That was a good game last night. That really was. I enjoyed that. That was what we needed, the shot in the arm and all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, good morning, Spencer. William, good morning to you. Anybody heard from Rise Up? I'd kind of like to know what he thinks this morning. But anyways, glad y'all are here. Let's get this show on the road and let's bring in the man, your man, Van Thor Man Edwards. Oh, I ain't gonna just say.
Alabama is back as the champion.
Catch. Devontae Smith.
Risky throw picked up by Patrick Surtain.
I love my bloopers.
So nice. I'm here twice.
Yeah, so how are you doing today?
Feeling pretty good after last night. What about you, Icebox?
Oh, man, I had a great day yesterday. Great day. Got the wife out. It was her birthday Thursday, and I told her wait till this weekend. So Saturday we went out and ate dinner and just took her around a little while. Then she sat and watched the football game with me. She is a bona fide Alabama fan now for sure because she hates me for it.
I guess Alabama fans are hard to deal with sometimes. You know, I feel
she's that way. Oh, yeah, she is definitely that way. Good morning, our afternoon Rise Up. How are you doing, Rise Up? Be honest with you. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and announce it. I reckon. This is open chat room. Anybody wants to come on, talk to Van or myself, or both, y'all just come right on. There's your link. So anybody wants to come on. We have got room, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So what's your take on the game last night, or do you want to talk about the game?
Oh yeah, you know I won't talk about the game.
Surely not.
Yeah. Well, it's like this for me. We played the number one offense in college football. We held them to 28 points. I'm ecstatic right now because the weak part of our team supposedly was our offense. Didn't look like it last night. I think Milroe put the whole country on notice that we'll win by any means necessary. If he can't get it done through the air, he'll do it on the ground, or he might do both.
Did I not tell you that Tommy Reese was going to have some play calling that y'all have not seen yet?
Yes, I felt it during the Tennessee game. Second half of it, he was starting to throw some wrinkles in there, setting some things up. I thought, okay, look out. Yeah, I'm happy with this one.
Oh, yeah.
20 points to me against that offense, I can live with that. I can live with that. That was a good game from the defense because when it mattered most, they stepped up, caused a turnover, got some stops. What more can you ask for?
Well, Nick Saban Jr. even said, long gone are the days of 3 to 6s and 3 to 9s and 9 to 15s, you know.
Oh, yeah. The middle of the field is the interstate right now. It's wide open. And there ain't a whole lot you can do. The team's got 5 athletes that are as good as anybody in the country that can go out and catch passes. You got to pick your poison.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I agree. But, you know, the defense that we're looking at now is still the defense of old, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, they held I'm going to go this route. What if Jalen Daniel hadn't got hurt? Do you think they would have scored another touchdown?
I don't think so. That's just how I feel about it. I think he was already kind of getting in his own head a little bit. I think if he hadn't got hurt, he done got rattled. I think he would have been a little more cautious running the ball after that hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would play to our strengths, of course, because if you can keep them one-dimensional, anytime you can make a team one-dimensional, you know, your chances of causing a mistake are higher. And then, yeah, I think Alabama was starting to dial in. They were getting mad. I mean, you could tell Dallas was mad. And then, because when he hit that guy, he was like, okay, I'm tired of this. And, you know, Gary Danielson, who we all love so much, if I ever catch him in an alley somewhere, he's going to need to fix one. But I've heard enough out of him over the years. But, you know, he can say what he wants to about that hit 10 years ago. That's not even thought about. That's just a football play. Yep. I don't know how you expect a guy as high quality of an athlete as Dallas Turner, as fast as he can move at his size, when he's a yard and a half away at full speed, to not hit the guy. What do you expect him to do on that play? What do you expect? Mm-hmm. And then this guy's been burning us for 150 yards on the ground. So is he supposed to just stop and let this guy take off? Because he's super fast.
Yeah, he is.
So what do you do right there? I think he made the right call. He hit it.
Mm-hmm.
I got no problem with it.
And I don't think it was malicious either.
No, it's a football play, man. I mean, if you can't take that hit, don't play it. Don't play the game.
Yeah, I watched a little bit just for the fun of it on the LSU side of those that really wants to bury Alabama. And if you watch KB, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't really care to mention his name on the show, to be honest with you. But they're saying the dynasty is over. This is that. Saban needs to retire. Saban needs to, the game has left him behind. Yada, yada, yada. That's all I heard about with this guy.
Hard, man.
Oh, I went over there and you should have seen them. They was all tore up. Yeah. I kind of got tickled about it, you know. But that was, and that one guy was saying it was a dirty hit, dirty play. It was not a dirty play.
Not a dirty play. It was a football play. Like I said, 10 years ago, nobody even pays attention to that.
No.
I mean, let's be honest. Quarterbacks for, you know, the beginning of football up until probably 10 years ago were getting knocked around like that on many plays. And that's usually what made good quarterbacks great, was being able to stay in the pocket, take that hit, and still deliver a good pass. Mm-hmm. They didn't shy away from the contact. We're trying to take that away from the game. Luckily, college football hadn't went the route of the NFL just yet. You know, I think they've got their finger on the pulse of the fans a little bit more. But, yeah, I mean, it's just a football play. I don't know what everybody – if that would have been Milroe, I'd say the same thing. It's a football hit. Calm down.
Yeah. Yeah, we was talking about that before the show started. The refs are letting the defense play this year. You know, for the last 3, 4, 5 years, I'm going to say, they've been trying to dial back the defense, dial them back. And it was getting to the point where, like I was telling you, it seems like they want the ball in the air, and basically the receiver's getting a fair catch. You got to be 3 yards away from him before you can touch him to make sure that he could catch the ball. That's not football. Mm-mm. And that's the way it seemed to me like it was going to. You can't touch him, you know.
Well, there was a time, especially in the NFL back in the day, and I'm sure Rise Up and Spencer and you and everybody remembers, there was an old route called the Bang Gate, and that's where the great wide receivers went over the middle. They knew they were going to get killed. They were going to get absolutely pulverized, but they'd still make the play. And now it's wide open because you can't play that style of football anymore.
Yep.
And the NFL has gotten so bad about it. And this year has been historically bad as far as points per game on average. And offensively, a lot of teams don't look that good. And yet they're still calling these plays or calling these penalties against the defense. And the product's not that good this year. People can argue with me all they want. This is one of the worst years in the NFL I've ever seen.
But I don't watch NFL anymore.
Yeah.
Just don't, And I love watching Alabama players in the NFL. Sorry. I mean, I would love to change over there and watch the Dolphins and watch Tua and Jalen up there in Philadelphia. And, I kind of faded out with Eddie Lacy. After that, I kind of just quit watching the NFL.
Yeah, Eddie Lacy got his money and just kind of gave it up, man. He could tell it because he had all the ability in the world. The one that really broke me was Trent Richardson because I knew how good he was. I still think his was mental.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you got a guest on if you want to come on.
Oh yeah, come on down.
All righty then.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Doing real good. We showed everybody that Alabama's not going nowhere.
No, sir. We put the country on notice last night.
Even though all the LSU fans are crying right now, saying the refs helped them.
Where are you watching this at? I have yet to see that.
I was going on comments last night, and it was all kind of LSU fans talking about the refs help. Well, there was one comment that said, if Alabama's going to win this game, then they're going to need the refs and the fans' help.
Yeah, I'll call that a BS call. Hey, good morning, Brittany.
Yeah, that's what everybody says when they lose, isn't it?
That's what Tennessee said when they lost.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't give a shit.
All right. Let's prove a point here. All right, the penalties for Alabama were coming down. Okay, and in the Tennessee game, they said there was not one live action, one dead ball foul. Okay, false start, I think it was. Last night we had 6 throughout the whole game. 6. That tells me something. And last night was a higher tension game than was the Tennessee game. And we still only got 6. I don't know how many live ones we had, but I'm sure we had a couple of them. And for LSU, they only had 8. And from what I was seeing, they were still letting them play football. Okay. So
here's what it comes down to. LSU fans, not all their fans, because I've talked to some pretty smart ones the last couple of weeks. Our fan base has got some idiots too. So, I mean, it comes with every team.
Yeah.
It does. It's the same group that thought Milroe could never play ball. We was going to lose 5-6 ball games, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's got an opinion. But regardless, LSU had the number 1 offense in the country coming into this ball game, and I think their fans truly expected them to win this ball game. They thought 2019 again. They thought after their last loss, they thought they had grown so much that they were going to go undefeated the rest of the season, and it just didn't work out that way because they ran into a Bama buzzsaw. And it's okay. Everybody, Milroe's had so many doubters. You can't help but love the kid because he's proven everybody wrong. He don't let none of that talk get in his head. He's getting better every single week.
Plus Kelly ran his mouth in the SEC media days talking about he was going to win the West and that he knows how to beat Alabama. And Kyle Henderson reminded him real quick that, this is a new year. This is a new team. So you don't know that. So.
Oh, yeah. It's like when people say, well, this team, 10 years ago when they played, they did it. That don't matter.
No.
It don't matter at all. New season.
Yep. Roll Tide, Lucian and George. Glad y'all come in. I believe I said Brittany B. Lucian, if you want to, or anybody else was coming here and talk with Van and I, the link is up. Y'all just hit the button. Come on in. Have a seat. That's what we call it. Have a seat. Sit here and talk with us. Wait your turn.
I got to get roused up on here one day talking about the Falcons, man. I need somebody talking about the Falcons. I've had Browns fans. I've had, I've had everybody else.
They're playing now.
Rise Up has a weak heart right now. Don't pressure too much.
Don't let this man call you out like that. Rise up.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Just messing around.
No, it's all good. No pressure. But I love talking to Rise Up, so I would like to.
Oh, I do too. You're right. Rise Up's I can't help it. He might not like it, but he's my brother, man. I love that.
I think the world of him. I love talking to him. I don't get to talk to him that much anymore. Same with Spencer. I don't get to talk to Spencer that much. I miss it.
Oh, no, I don't either. And I'm on the same show with him. I don't get to talk to him.
I'm on there.
I don't speak. I don't speak until I'm spoken to. Let's put it that way.
Well,
same here. I like to talk though, so I don't care.
Well, good. You come to the right place.
Yeah.
Top it up here.
Yeah. What else did you get out of it last night, Jeff? I know you watched that game.
Oh, I watched the whole game. Yeah. The first half, the offense kept us in the game. Just going back to back, scoring 21-21 all, and I was sitting there going, yeah, we got this. We're good. I wasn't worried because I already knew what they were going to do, and I knew all the talking that all the LSU fans had been saying and all this. And let's get it straight real quick. That was a lucky win last year. I don't care what people say. That was 4 hours, 4 overtimes, and we had Bill and Pete. I tried to tell them this. I said, look, I'm not making excuses or nothing like that, but we had Bill and Pete last year. And Pete beat LSU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beat them. What was it? It was going back and forth for a while.
It was a ball game.
Yeah, it was a ball game, going back and forth, but they beat them. So I put it like this: if you let a Pete Golden defense beat you, you can expect what you got last night.
Well, I try to look at it from week to week perspectives because teams change, they grow, they get better, some digress. Unfortunately, from week to week, different things happen. You put different wrinkles and implements in. So, just because one team beat them, I don't. It's a good standard to go by, but it ain't always a golden standard. But I'll say this: if Pete Golden's defense stopped you enough to beat you,
thank you.
I'll give you that credit, yeah, because I don't trust that man. I still don't trust him. Now,
Go ahead. Got one for you. Hang on.
What you got?
What's going on, Van? Big man.
Oh, Spencer, what's up, buddy?
I ain't talked this man forever.
I hear y'all all up in here talking about the
Turn your mic up a little bit, Spencer.
Really, I can't. I'm on.
There you go. Oh, you good? I can hear you now.
But anyway, so that I am married to a diehard Tennessee fan.
Lucky you.
Referee calls is going to be from her, except here. All right. So what I started doing at the beginning of this game, I call a little slack about it, but I was writing down all the no calls. So let me just view right here in the first quarter with 13 minutes and 8. LSU hit Milrow right dead in the head. It was it was all good. At 7:17, a shot
timestamp.
A shot to the face to Burton. A no call.
Yep.
No call. Nailing is that. And my Tennessee wife was agreeing them should have been called.
Yep.
At 5:30 in the game, when he got both both players were engaged. There was a no call. It was a good no call. That was a good no call because both of them was engaged. At 3:54, LSU had too many people on and a no call. They couldn't get him off quick enough. The play was out. Gave us the first down. It was a no call. And I'm gonna just 128 left in the first quarter or first. was called on Alabama when LSU jumped who moved before the Alabama defender ever moved, and we got
Yep.
it. So LSU to say that Bama balled off the front umpires, I just want to come up here and throw it in there, y'all guys.
That's good points.
Spencer, did you used to be a pizza delivery guy back in the day? Because you pulled up with the meal and the receipts right there. You even had them time stamped, sir. That was fantastic.
Well, but damn pizza was still hot.
Yes, it was.
that was just the first half, wasn't it, Spencer?
Yes, I'm saying that just the first half.
Okay, Spencer, I got a question.
Go for it.
The hit on Daniels. Do you agree that it was forward momentum, and what really caused the hit was the ground when he hit when they went down? Do you agree with that?
Go let glasses off on this one. I'm going to talk about this one a lot on Tuesday night, but right fucking night. I'm from a small school, Pisgah, Alabama. We played every way. We didn't have enough people. Offense, defense, special teams. We played it all because we just didn't have that many. And even back then, I'm 60, y'all. Back then, when they was teaching us to tackle, they put us on our knees in front. We had to drive our face mask into the tee of that sled and make it move. We couldn't get up. That's how we were taught to tackle. You drive fast, and you drive, and you make it move. That is textbook. Had nothing to do with nothing illegal, and I'm so sorry he got hurt. I really am. He
took it. He's a good player.
And we have met. But as far as taught that since elementary school, that was pitcher, tackling, and they need to get their fucking heads out of this targeting bullshit. Go Hammond.
I wanted to get your point on it. I knew you would have something to say about it.
Oh, on this motherfucker. It's bullshit.
It is because his feet were already dry. Like when you were talking about when they hit the, when they do the practice drills where they hit the, the pad, his feet was already driving. So there was already forward momentum going with pressure already. Because when he hit him, Dallas was not playing when he hit him. We know that. He wanted to take him out. That's what he wanted to do.
Hey, y'all,
if you don't want to get hurt,
I like that comment Todd Colburn had right there that we beat the number 1 and the number 3 offenses in the country this year. In case anybody in here has forgot.
Okay, hang on a second.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
That's exactly what it was.
Damn good question.
Yep. Beat the 3rd and number 1 offense. Well, that's what everybody was saying last night. Number 1 offense in all of college football, they said last night. They got
saying that
falls
now.
back. Well, I know. But last night, that's what they were saying. So we held them to 28 points. Had Jalen Daniels stayed in there, would they have scored another field goal or another touchdown? I don't care. It don't matter. Yeah.
No.
Well, maybe not, because Jalen wasn't pulling the magic last night. He's a damn good quarterback. Okay. They're not going to take it away. So I'm saying there is that chance. But on the flip side, Milroe was doing the exact same thing. If you won't sit here and tell me Jalen Daniels is up for the Heisman, he lost 3 games. He says, no way. But could he have been? Yeah. Milroe was step for step. Same yardages, same attempts in passing. I still say
less mistake.
But one less mistake. Okay, that's what the ball game's about. But I'm just trying to say, Milroe put up a Heisman Trophy effort just like Jalen Daniels did last night. Had he not been put out, and if they had scored, we also would have scored. I had that much confidence in our team that their defense could not stop us. We would have scored another one. It would have been more like 49, 51 type score versus 31-35. Which one do you want to live with? You better settle down for your 28 and just leave it alone.
Well, that's another thing they were talking about, that Alabama couldn't handle Washington or Florida State. I think they can handle Florida State because they put up the same amount of points that Florida State put up.
Yeah. I'll say this for Florida State. Their wide receivers are big. They're physical. They are. I think it'd be a hell of a matchup.
LSU's?
But if I'm betting on it, yeah, I'm taking Alabama against the world right now. And it ain't just because I'm a fan. This ain't just me being a homer. I'll take Alabama against anybody right now. I really, truly believe that Alabama from any week can beat anybody. And that's how I feel about it. I think this can be a very good – we may look back on this team one day as one of the more special Alabama teams we ever watched before it's said and done, because we got to see them at their rock bottom, and we've seen them grow and get better from it all in the same season. There's something special about that.
It is. And I got a question for Spencer, if he don't mind. Spencer, does this not start to feel like the old Alabama, the old defense? Now, I'm not so sure about the offense because I know that has to change, and it has to change, seem like every year. But the defense, the way people play at Alabama, and the feel of when you're watching them on TV, does it not start to feel like the old Alabama of old that you used to watch?
They really don't. Not to me.
What's it do to you?
Personality. They're going through their own tribulations. This is nothing. This is not even a Nick Saban type of team. These gentlemen are becoming their own men.
I like that.
That's true. Way, and there's no comparison. There's no to this team. Because they're doing it on their own. They're fighting through. I mean, I cannot say this is old Alabama. Now, if you wanted blue chips, yes. And we said that at the very beginning for the season, every percent blue chips on this team this year. That means they're workers and they're fighting. But to compare them to other Alabama teams, no. They're their own person right now. Straight up.
True.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at, but I agree with you. Totally.
Well, but that's what.
No, I get it. No, I'm just saying the feel of it. You can feel like Alabama is going to fight. No, he answered my question. He did. But I'm trying to get at is the defense is back up there top ranked. They're fun to watch. When I watch Alabama defense, I get a feel of how they're playing, the smoothness, the toughness. Okay. And that's what I was getting out of the defense. The offense was moving the ball pretty much at will. And that could be more or less onto LSU's defense. Who knows? But I still think we would have done just fine last night. That's what I was going for. But I like what Spencer said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some passion in that.
Because every bit of it was right. Every bit of it.
Fired up.
Yeah. All right. I got you another one. Let's see here. I'm going to put this guy on. I'm going to take myself out for a few minutes, and I'll be right back if that's okay.
I hang
Yes, sir.
in. You need me? I'll drop.
No. You know why I got to drop.
You got smoke.
Don't tell nobody. Well, I put him on and he ducked out on you.
Where'd he go?
It was brought. Oh, there he is. Hang on.
He's up.
Brought back.
No, he's got rise up itis this morning, I believe. You got
there he
rise up itises?
Here we go.
There he is. We got him.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Brock.
I just want to come on. I just want to come on here and everybody was doubting Miro all season long. They said Alabama didn't have a quarterback.
Not me.
I think that's over with, man.
Yep.
No doubt. Because
we know all that talk.
We actually seen Tommy Rees dial up plays just for Miro to play to his potential. You know what I mean? To actually show his play style, show his talent. You know what I'm saying? Or what he can do with his legs. So, man, Miro's gonna be dangerous, and I'm calling it now. We will be in the SEC championship, and we will beat Georgia with Jalen Miro.
Really?
We will whoop Georgia's behind.
Okay. I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Do you think that Miro had a hamstring injury and was not running because of that?
I do. Yes, sir.
The rumor was circulating.
I'm gonna tell you why. Now, because since week 2, if you look when we played Texas, right? His speed, he was running the ball a lot, right? In that game, right?
Did get hurt.
It was kind of like he wasn't throwing as much, right? Everybody saying, well, and I think Saban and the coaching staff probably told him, hey, we want you to pass more, right? I don't think that's the case, man. I don't think that was the case. I think that Miro, he got injured. He had a little strain. Maybe he strained his hamstring or whatever. And because, man, Miro, he destroyed LSU. And and everybody keeps saying, well, LSU defense is trash. That's fine. But still, you got to give Miro credit, man. He put the game on his back. Like, he went out there and did what he is great doing, and that's running the football.
You got to play the players that you got to play. It's not any excuse for any team to say that, well, the defense was weak or whatever. No, you got to play the players you got at the time. You got them. Yeah. And Kelly looked worried in his conference before the game. He was like, I don't know about our defense because, I just don't know.
Well, whose fault's that?
That's what I'm saying. You got to play the players you got on the field.
Made it to the championship last year. You couldn't get any defensive players in there? Come on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got players. It's no excuses.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll say this, man. I think our team is getting better and better, man. I see a drastic improvement in our offense right now. Yep. Like, I understand we didn't hit the deep ball as much, but we didn't need to. Hell, we just went down. Miro just he just got down the field. He made some good throws, and I'm gonna tell you the thing that I noticed he didn't do. He did not turn the ball over when it mattered the most. He went downfield every time and answered the bell, man. And that's huge. That says a lot about Jalen Miro. That means he understands. Yep.
Saving playing chess, not check.
He understands this offense. He understands what his job is. He understands what Nick Saban's asking of him. You know what I'm saying? And I think him and Tommy Rees are getting that connection, that bond, that relationship with each other. Because every time I watch his press conference, they ask him how's his relationship with Tommy Rees. He said his relationship with Tommy Rees is not just football. It's outside of football. You hear me? Y'all get what I'm saying? It's all about the bond and the chemistry that these guys have together, man. And I'm telling you, our team is coming together before our eyes. And we need to realize that we could slip up. And I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly, but I really, truly believe this team is a national championship contender, dog. And I don't care what nobody says. I believe we're going 11-1, And I believe we will stomp Georgia in the SEC championship. And Miro will solidify himself as one of the best quarterbacks in college football this year, by the end of this year. Mark my word. Mark my word. I take it to the bank.
What's up,
Spencer?
Plus his team. I know you got something to say.
Oh, I got a lot to say on this one. Brock, you know,
go ahead.
I love you, man. I got a rebuttal.
Go ahead.
I got to ask you two questions. One, have you?
All right. What's that? Say that again.
Frank?
He's breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up on my end bad.
Zipper.
Still breaking up.
We get a yes on none of that?
Kind of, you went in and out.
All right, well,
you're going in and out, Spencer.
All right, let me just put this. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. If you've never pulled a hamstring yourself, if you've never zipped your nut zipper.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
You have no idea how much throw the ball 30 yards down the field if you have either one of them injuries.
I got kneed in wrestling one time.
Not hurt. Jalen was not hurt. It was
so you think they just changed the play, like Tommy Rees changed the plays, like or the or what his skill, he changed, as his skill set has been like throwing the ball right deep. Do you think he changed it just for this game, for LSU game, or do you think they're trying to use him more as a run quarterback?
Set up for him to show his running capabilities, because that was the defensive came in. To me, what I saw in this game was a team that you got the number one offense coming in to play us. We have to control the clock. Do that. We're going to play mostly man, because they're going to hit their shot. So we got to eat this clock. How are we going to do it? You big grass, you run.
Right. But that's what Nick Saban said. He said we controlled the clock. He said we controlled the game. He said in the second half that our guys controlled the game, and finished strong. But he also said that he thought that they played for 60 minutes, played dominant for 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I agree on that. Because listen, as y'all realize, we haven't scored. Yeah. We haven't scored. We scored more points in the first half of the LSU game than we have in any other game this year. We've been inconsistent really bad. And I saw a drastic improvement in this game, man. Like,
I agree. Right.
I think it's twofold. I think Tommy's starting to trust Jalen. Jalen's trusting what Tommy's telling him. I think that plays into it. So that opens the book up when they trust each other. And they say, hey, what he gives me, or hey, I know he can perform what I'm putting out there.
True.
Those two.
Well, that's what Nick said.
Right there.
That's what Nick said.
Yeah.
Nick said, just giving them, they were had.
See, man.
I think there's been a lot of games necessarily had to go to some of these things yet. Wouldn't necessarily. I throw them out there. You don't want to get defense, especially Michigan, if the scout.
What in the world is that?
Yep, you're breaking up a little bit, Van.
It was.
Hey, Miss Linda, while he's getting it back together, Guys, there's the link. If y'all want to come in here and talk with Van and the rest of us, y'all just click on it. Miss Linda comes on. I'm knocking off 2 of these turkeys, so we'll class up the place a little bit.
I feel like as he starts to trust the team and learn the team more, and they trust him and they learn what he's expecting, what he's trying to lay out, it's going to make a better football team for the offensive side. We were one dimensional.
No, not now.
No.
Well, this team is growing. It's growing. It's been growing since the Texas game. Like I said, it was a young team when they played, and when a young team loses like that, it learns that it's not invincible. So they know their back's against the wall. So they keep on playing. They get better every week.
Of Bam Damn Sports.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, I want to hear what her voice sounds like this morning. She was on fire Tuesday night, and I know she was yelling and screaming last night. I'd love to hear how she talks today.
Probably happy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of you people come in here. I'll put up the link again. And if you guys want to come on here and talk, don't be shy. Don't be scared. Miss Linda showed y'all how to do it the other day. She is great. She was great. I can't compliment her enough.
She was fiery.
I know why.
Yep. Yep. Guys, I was catching up on the comments there about Tommy Reese and all that kind of stuff. You could tell, or I could. Dexter, you're a new guy that I haven't seen on here anyways. You'll come in here and talk. Come on, buddy. Blake.
You know what? I think everybody owes Tommy Reese and Jalen Milroe an apology. All Alabama fans.
I'm a believer. I ain't apologizing.
I'm just saying. Not you, Spencer. I'm saying Alabama fans in general that didn't believe in Milroe and Tommy. Let me straighten that out for you real quick.
Thank you. Go back and look at my. Oh, damn it.
Hold up. Oh, Tyler Buckner. That's all I'm going to say. Tyler Buckner.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk? But, yeah.
Y'all can go back. Y'all can go back to June. I've been a Milroe guy from the jump. I loved him when he come in on no notice last year. Bryce gets hurt. He comes into the game, makes some mistakes, but he gets the W. Goes in, gets his first start the next week, gets the W. You can build from that. If a guy's sitting there on the bench and he can come out and finish the ball game up and get a W, you can build from that.
Okay, take the USF game. Sorry, take the USF game. If Milroe would have played in that game and we'd have won by a big number going into the Ole Miss game, it wouldn't have been as biggest hype as it was. Because Alabama played whatever, and then they go into the Ole Miss game and everybody's thinking, well, they're gonna go, Ole Miss is gonna go in there and take their cookies, and they didn't.
Yep.
That's
2 times.
Improved a lot. Yeah, the 2 times in here. All right, what's up, man?
Yes,
the 2 times.
Lank. Hang on, let me find his name again.
That's a great
Lank
name.
Bama.
Yeah, it is. That's a great name.
I hope he's an Alabama fan.
I would say so.
With a name like Lank Bama, he's gonna get beat up.
Blood in the water.
Yeah, I agree, Michelle. It's time to stop nitpicking. I stopped it probably 4 or 5 games ago. When I see a man improve, come on, guys. Tyler Buckner, okay, come down here. The kid was gamey. He had heart. He is not a bad quarterback. I had all the reasons in the world to support him. Okay, Milroe. No, I know what he's doing. Milroe, anxious, self-conscious. Didn't know what he was wanting to go or what to do. Was putting too much air underneath the ball. His decision making. I had a lot of things negative about Milroe, but after the South Florida game, Saban proved to everybody, well, me especially, wrong about these other, and people were pulling for Ty Simpson. Okay, I can see why on all 3 of these. Okay, but when Milroe come out, and then next thing you know, his anxiety was gone. That was I had a box basically, checked it out, And then next thing you know, his decision making and his throwing was getting a little bit better. And the short passes, that kind of stuff. He has checked off every one of them dadgum boxes. You know what I'm saying? And his grit. He'll stand in that pocket, and that's what impresses me more out of anything, that he'll stand in that pocket, take a hit, deliver the ball where it needs to be. That is a quarterback to me. I don't see Tyler Buckner or Ty Simpson doing either one of those things. So Milroe to me is the man, and I hope hopefully that he's back again next year. All right, I got y'all another guest on here, so don't let me leave him hanging. We get to meet Mr. Blake Miles. How are you doing?
What's up? Roll Tide.
Last night after he run in
Roll Tide, baby.
Touchdown, and he's on the phone. Ooh, Blake Miles.
Yeah. Right now I'm at work, and I just came on in. Shoot, I work at Firestone Shell Mac. I'm out here in Louisiana, but I'm originally from Central Alabama, a little small country town called Vincent, Alabama.
No,
You live
really?
where you from?
From Louisiana. Oh,
I'm
I'll be giving him hell right now.
Oh shoot! I'm out here. Guess what? Guess what? I'm out here right now. Can't hear a pin drop. Can't hear a damn pin drop.
Crickets.
And then I ride around. Town all day. But then when I gotta come to work, I ride around in my Chevrolet truck with my Bama flags and stuff on. I'll be at the red light. They look over me and just look at me in disgust, but then they can't say nothing. Look, only thing they gotta do is respect it. Put some respect on it.
That's it.
That's it.
Last year.
You ain't
I don't
like it, but you couldn't stop it. So disrespect it.
Yep. But I was telling everybody, I was like, okay, when Alabama played Ole Miss, now we're gonna rewind the tape. When Alabama played Ole Miss, and Ole Miss had all that high-powered offense and all this and all that, and Alabama held them to 10 points, and they beat them like what, 28-10, 24-10, something like that. Then they talking about, okay, then Alabama played Tennessee. Okay, they let Tennessee get up like 20-7 at the half. Came out second half. Tennessee didn't score no more. All right, then this game come up. LSU offense this. Jaden Daniels this. LSU got the athletes to match up. LSU run defense. LSU. Okay, one LSU run defense terrible. That's basically Alabama basically beat them up most of the game just by running the ball.
Yep.
Even with Milroe, Rodell Williams, Jam Miller, okay, they was creating mismatches in the second half. They had them for a quick little second. They went 3 and out, forced Jaden Daniels to turn the ball over. They talked about LSU high-powered offense, this, that. But in reality, defense wins championships.
Yep.
When it was time for the LSU defense, to stand up and make a play, they couldn't. They had no answer for what Tommy Rees and Nick Saban had adjusted at halftime. They had no answer for the play calling, what was going on the field, and we just left them in the dust after they got their 28 points after the half or whatever. It was a couple times in that game where, if you look carefully in the game, it's a couple times in that game where if Alabama would have got a little bit more creative, they could have put 55 plus on them easy.
Yeah.
They had every chance to do it. LSU should be thankful that the score didn't get outrageous, because it could have. There was a couple times in that game where I seen where that score could have just been outrageous.
Yep.
Even when Alabama had the ball and they was up 14-7, and they had the ball and they was moving it, And I think it was the drive where Will missed that field goal, that chip shot. Normally he don't miss.
No.
Let's just say they would have cashed in. The score could have been 21-7. It could have been 21-7.
True.
But things happen for a reason. It just, I don't know what Will got going on. He might have been thinking about might got some personal things going on, but he gonna get it together. He gonna get it together. He gonna come around.
Problem. That's why he missed. He had a girlfriend problem.
That bullshit.
He can't be having girlfriend problems now. There's a whole lot of fish out here in the pond. Can't be having girlfriend problems.
I like Will. I do, but he's an ugly little turkey. He ain't got no girlfriend. Don't let nobody kid you.
Oh Lord. But yeah, I was telling everybody, I was like, if Alabama beat Ole Miss, shut down Tennessee, did this and did all this, don't you think y'all amping up LSU a little too much? And that's basically what they did. They talk about LSU, number one offense in the nation, number one this, no. If you ask me, Ole Miss offense way better than theirs because Ole Miss beat them.
Yep, I said that too.
Ole Miss offense is a lot more explosive than LSU's. So how LSU got the number one offense all of a sudden?
Well, let me ask you a question, Blake. Do you think that Jalen Daniels is I ain't gonna say he's number one player in college, but don't you think he's way up there?
Yeah,
he's up there. He's up there, but in my opinion, in the Heisman race right now, I would have that quarterback from Washington as number one right now. That quarterback from Washington, the quarterback from Washington better than Jaden Daniels.
But we agree that Jalen Daniels is very good. Because if you want to really think about it, Jalen Daniels is LSU's offense. That's all there is to it.
That's all they got.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I agreed with you a while ago when you said something about it could have been 55. And that's what I said. Yeah, if they had scored another touchdown with Daniel, we would have put up another one. It could have been 49-51 or possibly more, but I would say 49-51 to 35. So however you want to take the embarrassment, we'll give it to you any way you want it. Go ahead, Spencer.
Well, the biggest thing that our great Coach Steele said, Mr. Daniel, he would rather them try to beat us through the ground than through the air, and that's why they're right. And that's just fact. Just deal with it.
And they said we couldn't run on it. They said we couldn't run on them either.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. With them big boys up front, you can run the ball. They proved
LSU's got a good offense. They got two damn good recruits. And, that quarterback's pretty good, too. So, I ain't going to take nothing from him. But, yeah, Steele picked us, and he'd rather him try to beat him on the ground than he would tossing it up in the air. And, you might fumble, you might make a mistake easier that way. And I agree with it. It worked out perfectly. But I agree with you, too, though, Blake Miles. Michael Penix Jr. at Washington, man, that dude's a quarterback. He's legit.
Yes, he is.
Penix is good.
Yes.
Bo Nix.
Yes, he is.
Say that name out.
But
Bo Nix scored touchdowns in bunches.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, man. Ellie's been playing college football for 10 years. He ought to be good by now. Jeez.
How old is Bo Nix?
27.
Let's see. I'm 61. He's probably about 32 by now.
Oh my God.
He got a child and a wife.
Oh my God.
Got grandkids on the way.
He's got to be like Keith Griffey Sr. and Jr. play on the same team.
I told him if he goes to NFL, he'll have to retire the next year. He's old enough to retirement.
Yeah.
You're playing 20 years in college.
Yeah, you just wait. That next piece of AARP mail you get, it's gonna have him on the front of it.
What's that commercial with Joe Namath on there? That'll be him too.
Oh, the Adams.
What, Medicaid Part C?
Yep.
That too.
Go ahead. You asked, brother. You asked. Go ahead, Spencer.
When you got a leak, a tire leak, you just plug it, or do you sound also?
Say again, it's hard to understand you. Your mic's going in and out.
Breaking up a little bit. Just a little bit.
When you have a car come, do you just plug it, or do you break the tire down and patch on them?
Talking about the patch plugs that we do at Firestone?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that's repairable, we break the tire down, take the tire off the rim, and we do our patch plugs from the inside, and we pull them out. That way, it plugs up the whole hole.
That's what I thought, because that's what Alabama just did to LSU. We went
Yeah. Yep. I was thinking that. I was thinking the same thing you was thinking this morning when I did a flat repair this morning. Yep.
Spencer let him into that one.
Yep.
That was a good one.
But did y'all? But did y'all see that offensive line? How they had those run lanes open like that?
Yes.
In that red zone.
That was beautiful.
Oh my God! I could have ran up through there and scored.
Hey, nothing has been said, and I'm glad you said that. That is a great point. Offensive line played lights out.
They did.
And I'm 36, but I got this natural gray hair because it's a genetic thing. Because all my family members got it on my dad's side. But shoot, I could have ran up through them holes and scored. Easy.
Hey, they say smart men have gray hair. Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. We're getting smart.
Hey, I got a piece of that's over here.
Yeah.
Ever since I started hanging out with that damn crew, I've started getting a little gray over here.
How about Jam Miller? Got to give it to him.
Jam Miller was great too.
Jam Miller.
Yo, yeah, Jam Miller was.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Roydell.
Yep. Next year, Jam Miller, he gonna be a force.
Yes.
He's already
gonna be a force to be regular.
What about Rodell?
That's what I'm saying.
Roydell is gonna be Roydell's gonna be that impact player where from 30-yard line on down to end zone, automatic, even 50. But I'm biting the bits to see this guy, Justice Haynes. I'm biting the bits to see this guy, but he's got to learn how to chip block. He's got to learn how to chip block.
Learn how to hold on to the
He's got to
ball.
learn how to block.
As soon as Haynes gets better in the pass protection, it's over with. We'll see him get the bulk of the carries, and I believe that it'd be him and McClellan getting the bulk of the carries. But he just got to get better in that pass protection. I'm right there with you, Blake.
This year.
Yep. I'm biting the bits to see that guy. That guy right there. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, we started out in the first quarter, and it was just like I was hoping for. We used Kendrick Law, we used Kobe Prentice, moved the ball down the field, got a touchdown. Didn't hardly see much of them in the rest of the first half. Then you went to Chase, you went here, you went to Burton and Bonds. Tommy Reese was using every bit of his freaking offense that he had last night. He had Jam Miller blocking. He had Jam Miller running, passing, catching, passing out. All this. And it all worked down to, toward the end of the game, to Roydell Williams. So you had Chase doing great. You had Jam Miller. You had Roydell coming in there. So all three of them running backs was just lighting it up. And they were. Tommy used everybody that he could think of last night. So it ain't just Roydell, Jam, Milrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was the whole dadgum offense, and for to do something like that, which I'd like myself to watch Kendrick Law some more.
Yeah.
Just catch the ball some more.
Yes. Yes.
They know more about what they're doing. You got to give it up for Tommy Reese. You have to.
Yep.
And the P called it. Kendrick Law, she called it last Tuesday. She called it. He's going to come back.
She did.
Yep. Kendrick Law. I like that guy. Every time he get on the field, it's like he be trying to lay the law down.
Yeah.
Man. Kendrick Law.
He is the law.
The way they were moving Kendrick Law around, man, it was like they've been watching Miami Dolphins with Tyreek Hill, man. They were moving him around, using him in different ways, getting him in motion. I love it, man. I'm telling you, Tommy's coming to put some games together now. I'm excited about it. You know, I've been excited all year to see what he might throw out there. And as the team's going, he's starting to throw some things out there, man. This is exciting. We may have uncovered a gem here, and people was hating on it this whole time. You know, I wish we still had, Lane Kiffin or Sark or whatever. We may have the next one right here under our nose.
Yep. And then the thing about it, I got this funny feeling that they saving Malik Benson for something special. I think Malik Benson is a secret weapon they gonna use sometime this season, but it's gonna be like a debut and it's gonna be a big explosion.
Mm-hmm. All the
because that guy can spread the field like no other. I think they're gonna say Malik Benson and let Malik Benson just go wild when they face Georgia. I think that's gonna be a secret weapon that Georgia ain't ready for because you got no film on them. So how you gonna study for them?
I said that all year.
You ever thought about that?
Now, he hasn't played any games this year, has he? Except maybe one or two, right?
3, I think. I think he's played in like 3.
But I'm just wondering if he could redshirt. I don't know. But anyways, he'll be, if nothing else, he'll be a star next year for sure.
Yep, but I think he's gonna get his time to play. I think he's gonna get a chance to play. I think it's a secret weapon they're holding on to, and it's got to be Malik Benson. We have not seen Malik Benson yet.
I guess I'm gonna say it this way: in y'all's world of fantasy football, y'all would like to see Malik Benson and Justice Haynes catch a lot of the load in the Auburn game. Am I taking that correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But I think they saving Malik. They saving Malik for something special, and I don't know what it is.
Leave the starters in on that game.
Well, they may show up. Well, I don't know.
I say leave the starters in on that Auburn game, and until we don't need them.
Yeah, you can, but Auburn. The thing about Auburn, they don't got a defense or offense, and they sure ain't got a quarterback. What for flying fuck?
Yeah, but it's in their stadium.
I would do this. Yeah, I would do this. Leave your starters in. Yeah, but if you had to put Malik Benson in a game, it would be the Auburn game. I would have Burton on one side, Malik Benson on the other side, and then I would have not black lined up at tight end. I run a 2 tight end set. I have outs on the other side. Confused the whole damn Auburn defense, the whole damn squad. Now you don't know who to block. And then I have Cobra Prentice, have him run like a slant. Have an add-on. You run a slant and let these boys go just hot, just boom, get bucket. It's like a track meet. Since they like to play fast.
But
okay, we're gonna play fast.
Y'all don't worry about Auburn. I got Auburn took care of in their little voodoo stuff. Don't worry about them. I'll send that old monster down there. We'll take care of that.
The great thing about Alabama, they got so many weapons on that depth chart. They got so many weapons.
But
and
all I'm saying is
they have not used all those weapons yet. And that's the scary thing about it. It's a great thing, but then it's a scary thought for another team. Be like, okay, if this guy come in, we haven't seen him on film yet. Whoa. Why is he playing in the game and why is he so good?
Leave the starters in.
I know. Yeah, leave starters in, but if you had to,
I think we did. I think we
Yeah,
learned
I'll sneak him in the Auburn game. I'll sneak him in.
out, if you remember.
All right. Spencer, you said
I
something a
think
while ago. We
Miles.
couldn't hardly hear you. What was you saying?
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. I seen lips moving.
What? Hell, you see my damn head here. What the hell you talking? I don't know which one you're talking about.
Well, your lips were moving. I didn't know if it was a lie or not. You know how that goes.
Uh-oh.
Shots fired.
Hey, look, now hold up, guys. Spencer's he's my bud, but he loves to give
I
me
know,
hell.
I know.
So when I get a chance, I gotta sing it in there. I won't get another one for a while.
I'm just saying, leave the starters in for the Auburn game because we do not want to make a mistake like we did in the Arkansas game, taking the starters out in the middle of the third quarter and then giving a team hope that didn't have hope before, because that's what they did. They gave Arkansas hope, and then they almost come back, and Milroe had to shut it down.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me.
Like Blake said,
give me a second. Give me a second. Let me help a customer real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
What you got going on right here?
Might need help resetting. I just changed the battery and reset the.
Overlooking opponents. Do not overlook opponents. It's still in that. Just because we beat LSU.
That's what I said.
Don't mean we damn thing, but one. Don't look at that, because you remember the game with us playing Chattanooga. It was equal at halftime. They actually had to lead at one point. So don't we as Alabama fans this year cannot assume, period. We take it game by game, play by play. That's all we made up.
Yep. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Blake, tell the man he's on Alabama football channel.
Jesus, was that a pound?
Huh?
No, nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm helping a customer real quick. Hold on.
Tell him he's on YouTube. He's the 1 millionth customer.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with these channels and these shows and trying to balance out work because I've been working a lot of overtime, but I'm on here today. Let's see.
Man, this is your show. I'm gonna fade out for a minute, bud.
I like what Blake had to say, man. You know, we got so much depth on the bench that we ain't even had to see yet. That, you know, why not throw them in the game?
Yeah, yeah, we ain't even used all the weapons yet. That's the scary thing.
So, Spencer.
Yes.
What you've seen so far, do you think, and look, me and you're on the same page, week to week, focus on the task at hand, the opponent that you're playing every Saturday. Don't be looking ahead, you know. But just fan perspective, do you think right now you could see this Alabama team holding a trophy at the end of the year?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This growth. And if we didn't have this growth, I would say no. Up again with all this hype, and we just got kicked straight in the damn nuts.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh shit, we got all this great coaching, and we ain't shit. What we got with a win that was won it, but we looked like shit doing it. Then we had a loss against Tech. We're going. At this point, I know now who's myself. I'm gonna bring it up Tuesday night. I know who our identity is
There's no force reset. Hondas reset themselves after driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I looked into the SPD and the MI, and I was like, oh.
Okay, that's what it is.
Because if you try to force reset, it just doesn't.
Okay, that's why I did it. All right, I'm back.
I do because we have a national championship, but we can't get all big-headed and thinking we got it. But we don't. Hat on, and we got to keep working. But that hard ass on. Just keep working.
Yep.
Every game. Because if we wouldn't have got back to the season, we wouldn't have beat LSU.
Yep. You're right.
That includes Reese. I love Reese. Or confident with the play. So we're there, but we ain't there. We still not have. We have not put in a full game. We didn't put in a full game again.
I believe that full game gonna come when they get Georgia.
Might not even be Georgia. I'm telling you, I'm gonna call it right here. After right here, right now. What I saw yesterday, and I watched that full game with Georgia. Mizzou shot themselves in the fucking foot.
Yeah, they did. Georgia, they did. I've seen that game. They did. They did. Yep.
They're not impressive. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a rematch in the SEC championship. Because the only thing Tennessee has to do is beat Mizzou and in there. That's all they got to do. Y'all didn't think about that, did you? Ooh.
I thought about it. I thought about it last week. I thought about it last week. I sure did, Spencer. I thought about it last week. Because Georgia don't look mighty like they've been for the last 2 years. They don't look all that mighty.
They're good, but
they don't.
Championship good.
No.
You heard it here
they
first.
Sure not.
It could be a rematch. Just say it.
It could. It could.
I like that. I'm not a Georgia hater just because they've had success. I don't hate Georgia, but I do recognize some chinks in their armor, and I think anybody that's realistic, even Georgia fans, can admit that. We've had to admit some of our own this year at different times. But that being said, oh yeah, I mean you keep playing it close to the vest like that, and you keep getting. And you let a team shoot yourself in the foot, and you beat them that way a couple times. That's happened twice this year when I've watched Georgia.
Yep.
Somebody gonna sneak up and play a perfect game.
But yeah, I thought about that Tennessee and Alabama rematch, but the rematch game ain't gonna be no different. We probably beat them worse because Tennessee quarterback reminds me of the quarterback Florida got. They meet at Oker. He's not all that. When it comes time to make those hard passes and those passes deep down the field, it's either he got the ball overthrown, underthrown, or he just sometimes he's just trying to get rid of it, just to get rid of it. And the ball ain't placed where it need to be. And that's what Joe Milton does. And so he kind of reminds me of the quarterback from Florida, Graham Mertz. Just mediocre. He's just an average quarterback. And it's the reason why he rode the bench at Michigan. It's a big reason why, and we seeing it.
Good point.
Now he came to the SEC. Basically, it's just the same Joe Milton with a twist.
And the thing about Joe, you're right. He don't make all the necessary throws to put good teams away.
Yeah.
When you need that the back of the end zone and the coverage is tight and the only place you can put it's in that window.
There's 1,000,001.
But he's a powerful runner at times. I've seen that out of him. but he's not the athlete that like JD5 at LSU, some of these other guys. He don't have that killer speed to put you away. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not taking anything from Tennessee. They're a good football team.
The tires are pouring installed on the rim.
Put it on the car. All right. I'll put it on the car real quick. Ain't going to take but 1 second. Roll out here. Put the tire on. Yep. Doing work.
How stupid do you think these offenses are doing going on 4th and 1 against Alabama? How many has been successful this year?
Not many. Not many.
When will they learn?
I think
it's stupid. They thinking what they think, and they in the back of their head, they like, man, if Lane Kiffin can do it, and most of the time get it, why can't we? Guess what? You ain't Lane Kiffin. You're not a gambler. Lane Kiffin is a gambler, but Lane Kiffin will surprise you sometimes and shock you and dial up the most creative play to give his guy a shot.
Yeah,
at least a shot of making it. Yep. Some of these offense coordinators be like, yeah, we're going to do it, but they're not thinking creatively about the play calling and who they need and the personnel they need on the field to make it work or execute.
I'll say this, though. After watching what Milroe did to their defense last night on 4th and 1, I don't know that I wouldn't win for it too, man. I'll be honest with you, I don't I mean,
the last draw.
Converted, but
well, that's what I'm saying. Tennessee's tried it. LSU tried it at a crucial time, I think, and nobody's listening. Rule number 1: if you're on a certain part of the field, punt the stupid ball.
Yeah,
they ain't doing it. Go ahead, Spencer.
Bam.
Yep, that's all they gotta do, punt the ball, but they trying to be bold, trying to be a big boy. And on 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 or whatever it is, and you're on the opposite side of the field and Alabama on that other sideline on defense, you just don't do that. They're not gonna just let you have it.
Go ahead,
and then if you guess what? And then if you do make it, it ain't gonna be easy.
No, it ain't. Spencer, just give it another shot.
I know you ain't gonna be this nice for you. Let her input. It's something we think a lot, linemen. So we do think a lot. So this is a question I have for you. We had a front runner, Heisman quarterback at LSU this week. He showed out. He did a good job. Did I say
you're breaking up a little bit?
Did I said it was going to be sitting on the probably won't win. They went head to head. One game. The one game. Head to head.
well, I only caught about
I
half.
didn't quite hear that one.
Yeah, you're cutting out on me bad there, Spencer.
Hear me now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. On one, a Heisman front runner versus a quarterback that I said stage at the end of the year. All right. So who did the game won the trophy? Daniels or Milroe?
Oh, I think Milroe. I think Milroe put the whole country on notice last night. I really do.
He did. He did.
A lot of us. I see it in the chats on all the shows in the Band Sports Network. There's a lot of belief in Milroe. They just thought that the play calling doesn't necessarily work with what he can do. But that being said, I think he put the rest of the country on notice last night. That's how I feel. Now people got to worry about those legs as much as the arm because they know the play calling will allow both now. And so you got to pick your poison against Alabama. Do you want to try to stop Milroe from running and also worry about that group of running backs we got that are as good as anybody in the country? Or do you worry about stopping the deep ball and the athletes who got at receiver? You got to pick your poison. You ain't going to stop both.
No, you're not.
And that's why I said earlier, if you want to compare Jalen Daniels to any Heisman Trophy candidate, look at Milroe. You've seen what he done step for step. He was up there amongst the top ranked quarterbacks. That's why I said that.
Yep. Well, that's a good analysis.
What's his QB rating right now for deep balls down the field? Just overall stat and rating. What's his QB rating?
Have no idea, but he's number one here.
Yep.
Good enough.
Yeah, I have no idea. It would be interesting.
I thought about getting some T-shirts made since everybody want to say early in the season, oh, Milroe ain't nothing but mildew. No. I'm talking about getting a T-shirt made called Milroe the Hero. Milroe the Hero. Milroe has proven he is a hero.
And you know what,
Blake?
You know what?
I wear extra large. Get me one too.
My favorite thing about Milroe is how humble he is. Because all the talk all year, all the trash he's took, he ain't never said nothing bad. He lets it go in one ear out the other, gets better every single week. He's a better man than me. Because some of the stuff people said about him, I've been on social media calling people out. Let me tell you what I think about you. You know, F you and your mom, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't care. He's a better man than me. He's a great representative of Alabama and himself. You know, he shows character. Good kid. I'm proud of him, man. And he's getting better every single game. We ain't seen the best Milroe yet.
No, you haven't.
Like to answer your question, Brittany and 6-0 says that Brittany says it was 96.1 and 6-0 said it was 96.3. So you know it was in 96s.
Solid.
Wow. That's solid.
Good rating. Yep. That was a good rating. Oh, you could tell.
Let's just say he started adding on to the stats and just say he have a bad explosive game in the SEC title game. Should he get invited to New York for the Heisman talk?
Yeah. If Alabama's one of the top teams in the country, help get us there. Yeah, I think so.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I say I'm got this plot. I gotta get these shirts. Milroe the Hero.
Holler at me. I'll take one.
Yep.
I told you I wear extra large.
But all right. That's the same size I wear. It's large, okay?
There we go. You won't have to order no different sizes. Me and you, babe.
You might want to get that XL because we got Thanksgiving up. I'm just looking at
Have you seen my gut? It ain't that far away.
I want to highlight something Dexter Wright said right here that Milroe was hurting. I think so too. You can see a difference in a couple of games in his speed and his willingness to try to, when he got out of the pocket, you know, it just didn't look as crisp, didn't look like himself. I do wonder if he didn't have some type of injury going on. But Spencer, what do you think? What do you think right now? If Milroe gets us through this season, we're a top 4 team in the country. Do you think he deserves to be in that Heisman talk at the end of the year?
Yes. I said the year when everybody was doubting my man, doubting Milroe. I'm the one. I'm calling it right now. Milroe will be sitting on that front row. He might not win sitting there because he has that kind of talent. We have that kind of offensive. But now, I will say this. My offensive line has not been big. Blake.
and gentlemen, we've got a NASCAR pit crew game here.
I can't help it. Blake, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'll let you know right now. Easy impact. Because my wife's breaking out the vibrator back here, and I'm getting.
Oh, Lord.
You can always count on Spencer.
Spencer going to have an eye look like Nick Saban's before the game. Tuesday night, I'm looking for it. Busted blood vessel. We're going to be some purple right here.
Oh, Lord of mercy. I thought I was bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Icebox? What do you think?
About what?
As far as if Milroe at the end of the year, if we keep winning out, we're a top 4 team, and he keeps putting on performances like he's been doing, do you think he deserves to be in the Heisman talk, the short list, the top 5, or do you even think maybe he deserves to win it? What's your thoughts?
No, and no. And I'm doing this. I'm saying that for selfish reasons. When I first saw Milroe at the A-Day game and how he was with the fans, all smiles, greeting each and every one of them, you could tell he's a likable, lovable kind of guy. I want his ego to stay way down. I really do. I want him back next year.
I don't think that messes with his ego. I really don't.
He coming back.
You never know.
He come back.
That's what I'm saying. I want him to come back. I want him to come back hungry next year and show his little butt out and win it. You know, if he goes this year, he's just going to be a seat warmer. I don't think he can get the Heisman. There's just too many. I mean, look at the ones that are in the front running. It's going to be hard to knock them out. It will take a championship game, a championship type play for him to get it. And in my heart, do I want him to get it? Yeah, I do. And does he have the talent? Yes, I think he does. But I just don't see it. Now, if he can't get it, I'd rather see his feelings get hurt and come back and try to prove them wrong next year. Be honest with you. That's my thoughts.
I personally don't think you can mess with his ego. I don't think you can mess with it. I think he's probably been that guy his whole life. I don't know nothing about his parents or the coaches he's had. I think he's had a good core of people around him his whole life that's kept him in check. I think that young man is who he is because the people that's been around him. And I know y'all remember Barry Sanders back in the day, you know, one of the greatest to ever do it. He was that same cat. You know, he wins a Heisman. He shows up in the NFL in a busted up Honda. He didn't spend no money. He wasn't flashy. When he scored a touchdown, he hands the ball to the referee. He knew he was the best, but he didn't have to tell everybody about it. And I think Milroe's that kind of cat too. I just really
well, you asked Spencer and you asked Blake here. You can even ask me, and you probably know yourself. When you get pissed off or you got a strong motivation, you might not look, you know, what I call with a good attitude, but you would damn sure try your best to prove whoever or whatever wrong or to improve even more. You know what I'm saying? So if Spencer pisses off one of his workers, they'll work harder. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Might not be right.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore.
But they will.
A lot of times now, first time they're gone.
I would say Snowflake, get out of here, you know.
But in order for Milroe to win that Heisman, he gonna have to do like I'm doing right now. Tighten up like I'm using this torch stick on this lug nuts. If he tighten up some more, hey, look, check it out. It just go click like this. Oh, got it. I think that's what we're gonna do to Georgia. Just tighten up and go. Got these new weapons. Click. Oh, there you go.
See, the only bad we'll have a NASCAR pit stop. See, even Dexter agrees with me. You know, he thinks he should pass this year, but if he gets mentioned, it'd be cool. I'm the same way. Would I love to see him get it? Hell yeah. You know it.
Like I say, if just like I just got you clicking down those slug nuts. Check this out. If everything clicks and he just adding on stacks, tagging on, just say they meet George over there, and everything just tighten up and just go click, and he just got outrageous numbers and it's an outrageous scope. He gets it.
All right,
Damn,
Penix. Let's go this route.
Look, Penix ain't played in the SEC. Ain't no teams up there in that Northwest play defenses like in that conference play defense like the SEC. SEC is the hardest conference to try to win in. It's every week, every Saturday. You don't know what you're gonna get. Everything different. The speed of the game is a lot faster. They hit a lot harder. They're more creative on defense, blitzing, stunts, everything. Everything different. But those guys out there, yeah, they great right now. You know what I'm saying? They doing good right now. But how many great defenses have Washington played, Oregon played so far, and USC and all these other teams?
What the hell you think Bo Nix went up to Oregon for? No defenses.
And I know, but that's their downfall. When it comes playoff time,
exactly,
and they play a team that got good defense, that's gonna be a problem.
That's what I'm
gonna create some chaos.
I believe Bo Nix left Auburn because it was a dumpster fire. I really do. I think Bo Nix got out of there because the leadership was jacked up. Coaches from week to week, you wouldn't.
It was.
Boosters got more hands in that program than about any other school in the country. There's a lot of things I think pulled into that because I mean his dad played at Auburn. No, he wanted to do something at Auburn too.
Yep, but that's why I was thinking the same thing, Van. That's why he got the fuck out of Dodge.
Yep.
Well, they benched him.
I bet they do. Shoot, old Bo Nix. They can't call him Bo Nix no more. Nope, old Bo Nix.
Now, do they not pick the Heisman Trophy way before the national championship game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually falls around the ACC championship game within a few days.
Okay, so if he goes to the SEC championship game, it shows his ass like he's been doing here against LSU and Tennessee, but only better. Do you think they'll consider him for the Heisman? Honestly,
man, look, they gon' run to the office and hurry up, and they gonna scratch whoever name was on that first off that motherfucker. Watch this. They gonna run they hot ass to the out. Watch this. I'm trying to tell you what they gonna do now. Get the envelope, and they gonna burn that motherfucker and goddamn make up a whole new one just for Miro.
I knew that would get Spencer. Hey, all I gotta say is if.
I know it's an if. But I hope it do happen so they can run their head to the office, take the envelope and burn
it. Spencer, watch your heart, baby. Watch your heart.
Fired up. They're gonna be like, oh shit. They're gonna look at the game and be like, oh shit. Oh he the next great thing. Oh shit. Let's run back to the office. Hurry up. Gotta burn the envelope. Gotta burn it.
Yo, Jesus. Damn. All right. I ain't know what we are. We're gonna be there. We're taking it. We are going to do this. But it ain't over with yet. We're still growing. We still haven't played of yet. Yes, this was the best game that we as fans, this was the best we've seen so far this year. But we have more. We're going to have to grow. Because it's everything. And I do believe we can win this natty. I believe it. I believe it in myself.
Oh, yeah.
But we can't just take it like, okay, next game, it's all ours. We're going to win. No, we flip. I mean, look at what just happened to us. When our safety and didn't cover the backside, a wide open damn touchdown.
Yep.
We cannot We have to focus on every play if we're going to do this. And the fans, I'm going to say it on your show, Van. Thank you, fans, for showing it proud. And I'm so excited to be a fan here and everything y'all done for the last 2 games in the stadium. Thank y'all. Y'all are awesome. Much love. Thank every one of y'all.
Yep. They can do it. They can do it. They just got to do like I was doing that torque stick earlier. Tighten up.
All right.
Click.
All right.
Just click. One time.
Let's go. I've been trying to bring this up last few shows. What's the path for Alabama? Beat Kentucky, Chattanooga, Auburn. Okay. And we all know the Auburn game. You know, stranger things have happened, but I don't see it. I cannot comprehend that Auburn will beat us this year. It goes to Georgia. We go to Georgia 11-1 in the SEC championship. Beat them. We should be in the national playoffs. Am I correct?
Yes.
Y'all think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at Georgia's ranking, and look who they played so far. Georgia has played no damn body worth talking about. Only team was this week was like Missouri, which kind of gave them a his fit here and there, and they didn't look so hot then.
All right.
They didn't look so hot then.
Well, if we do,
they have not played. But I'm gonna tell you, they have not played nobody worth talking about really right now. The only team that's gonna give them a threat, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a threat to Georgia.
We're gonna learn a lot.
They can score a lot of points real fast. Defense ain't really that damn bad, even though it's coached by Pete Golden. But remember, Pete Golden has beat Georgia before, a couple times. Pete Golden defense has beat Georgia before. Georgia has not beat Pete Golden yet as a defensive coordinator. Remember, Ole Miss offense is a lot better than LSU offense. I don't know why LSU was ranked number 1 in offense. No, they're not. Ole Miss beat them. That was proven weeks ago. But all of a sudden, this week, they amped them up. Oh, number 1 offense, number 1 scoring, this, all that. And they went to Tuscaloosa, second half, ended up going the way it went to the L. That was proof right there. Ole Miss is a threat to Georgia right now as we speak. That game is going to go back and forth, and that's something I don't think Georgia want to get into a gunfight with Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin, dialing up plays and stuff. I'm trying to tell you, Ole Miss is Georgia's biggest competition so far this year, and basically for the whole year. That's the only damn team that's really going to play their ass and it's really going to oppose a threat. That's the only team on their schedule they're going to play that's really worth talking about. They didn't play Arkansas this year. They didn't play LSU. They didn't play Alabama this year, even though we might meet them in the SEC title game if they make it. If. Got a lot of football left.
Was it not you that I texted to earlier this morning on a comment? We need to score a lot of points on Georgia or somebody like that to get in the playoffs. And I texted back. I said, all we need to do is win by 1.
That was me. That was me. Yep. But I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna do it anyway. They try to get there. They hungry. They want to get to the title game to prove a point.
I guarantee you, if Georgia, but still, Georgia's ranked right now. If Georgia beats, and I'm going to say when Georgia loses, but if they win and they win by 1 point, they're going to cast us up as being such a strong, mighty team. Look at what Georgia did. They won it by 1 point.
Yep.
You know, they should be ranked number 1. That's what they're going to say. They are going to build our resume up. Okay. And if we win, if we win by 1 point, well, they're going to be saying, well, Georgia wasn't really playing these cupcakes and written strong. If we win by 1 point, We should be up there at that dadgum Final Four just as well as Georgia would have been with all the hype.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is the downfall. This is Georgia's downfall. Look at, like I say, look at that schedule. Look, you just said the match word, cupcake. Look, cupcakes.
Yep.
You played all them cupcakes. Now watch this when they run into a team that's a heavyweight like Alabama. That actually played ranked teams that played somebody worth talking about. They actually played teams that's worth a damn. Watch how they look. They're gonna look average as hell. Then they're gonna look like a middle school team because you've been playing cupcakes all year. You ain't played nobody worth a damn. Alabama played people that's ranked, played people that's playing good ball right now. They play teams with way better athletes, way better offenses, defenses, special teams, everything. I'm looking at everything across the board and stats. Georgia ain't played nobody worth talking about. That SEC East is watered down. It's softer than puppy piss over there. Softer than puppy piss.
Spencer, what do you think, Spencer?
I'm like this. You're a two-time national champ, back to back. How you struggle with Missouri and a couple other these teams you struggled with earlier this year too, first half, or just in the ball game in general, and they got no athletes, which they got athletes, but they're not high caliber like that, and they resume ain't really worth a damn. You're a two-time national champion, you get a fucking cupcake schedule out of this world. They got about 10 cupcakes on the fucking schedule. The only team they're gonna play that ain't a cupcake, Ole Miss. And I just said that. That's their biggest threat right there. That's gonna be one big bad major test that they're gonna get, and it's gonna boil down to, can you pass that test? That's a big $1 million question. That's a big question mark. Can you pass that test? And that's a big but.
I want to hear what Spencer's got on that, the playoff stuff. It's you, babe.
No, my wife's in there, cut the internet off. I was just curious. Anyway, as far as what you're talking about, I have to disagree with you. I think that Georgia just beat their toughest in Mizzou. And the sad part about it, the game, Mizzou beat themselves. Georgia didn't beat. So I see a weaker Georgia team 3 years. Seriously.
But it's the same. You right, Spencer. But that's the only way they won that game against Missouri, because most teams, when they got them on the ropes and they know they got them, that's what they do. I've been seeing games, even the games from the past. Some teams they do that. They shoot themselves in the foot when they got them. But I don't think Ole Miss gonna shoot themselves in the foot, not like Missouri. I think Georgia gonna have to bring it against Ole Miss. They're gonna have to bring it. Mike Bobo better get creative. He better get creative. That's that big $1 million test, the big major exam. Can you pass that test? That's the only team they play from the West, Ole Miss, and Ole Miss opposes a threat. They opposes a threat. And I think Ole Miss got better wide receivers and DBs than Georgia. To tell you the truth, I think those Ole Miss wide receivers are gonna be blowing past those DBs Georgia got.
I'll give you that.
I really think it. I think it.
And on Matt Bobo, only thing he's worried about, or can he pass some boo-boo? Because he's getting all stove up here at the end of the season.
I know.
Well, puppy piss.
But puppy piss might be that might be the new slogan. I'm telling you.
I go by your resume. I go like this. What have you done for me lately? What you did? Okay, you got 2 national titles. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. But this year, who have you played? Okay, who have you played really, really, really worth talking about? Have you ballot tests and all this stuff? No. It's like this. On paper and in stats and the records of how it goes, whatever. Okay, the accomplishment. Okay. Ole Miss right now on film looks like a better team than Georgia. They look like a better team on film.
I'll give you that.
And you have to closely look at what Georgia did, what Ole Miss did. Okay, what y'all doing on defense over there? What this team doing on defense over here? What y'all doing on offense over there? What you doing on offense over there? Okay, I go look. Okay, I mean the penalties they're gonna commit a game, or did they commit these? I'm looking at everything, but on film, when you compare both teams side by side, Ole Miss looks like the more superior team than Georgia. And you got to think they're a dangerous team too, because they only lost 1 game, which was Alabama. They only lost 1. 1.
Yes, no.
What do I think Ole Miss is better than Georgia?
Right now, on film, side by side, I'm talking about stats, athletes, players, the coaching staff, the whole 9. On film, just watching on film. And then you got to look at the caliber of opponents that both teams have played so far. Who the better team?
That's the case.
Yeah.
Ole Miss got to be the better team right now.
Based off schedule, Ole Miss looks better. All right, losing to Alabama, who has probably after Saturday night, our defensive rankings should probably go up.
The defense. It should have been went up. It should have been went up. That goes up. Way
I don't
up.
care about yards. We took the supposed number 1 offense and we held them to 28 when they're averaging 46. You know, that's enough right there. All right, so Ole Miss only lost us. Okay. Georgia, we hadn't lost anybody, but I mean, they play a tight game against Auburn. They play a tight game against Missouri, and Missouri shot yourself in the foot. All right, so right now, Ole Miss looks more battle tested than Georgia does. I know they got 1 loss.
Exactly.
Better teams. So that being said, yeah, I mean, I can see the argument. I really can. I can see where you could think for sure that Ole Miss is better. Now, talent-wise, I still have to think Georgia's probably better on paper, just because of the recruiting over the last few years, the success of the team. But it's how you use that talent. And
exactly.
Yourself. And I'm not sure that they're putting their best players in the best positions to succeed right now. I don't trust their offensive coordinator. And their quarterback is young. He hadn't been put into a position yet where he's had to really win them the game for sure. Ole Miss may be. You've convinced me, Blake. You convinced me.
I said early before the season started, everybody talking about Georgia gonna be the same. I know Todd Monken gone, but Georgia gonna be the same with Mike Bobo. And I was like, I was on KB show. I was like, think about it, really, Mike Bobo. What has he done lately? But be just an average coordinator. You gotta think about it, Mike Bobo. You're not Todd Monken. Now he can dial up an offense pretty well, but not like Todd Monken.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to compare this man to Todd Monken. He's nowhere on Todd Monken level when it comes down to play calling and putting his players in the right spots at the right time to actually fully execute a perfect lay.
And
you talking about Mike Bobo.
Georgia don't have a 38-year-old quarterback with all the experience in the world either. I mean,
that
they
old
got a
man.
young guy. They got a young guy back there that hadn't dealt with a lot of adversity yet. He hadn't had
I
to.
know.
Carson Beck ain't that. Carson, he ain't that. What you got, Spencer?
All right. Y'all know about hell, I don't even like it. But the facts are Georgia just went against one of the hardest defense they played all year on their side of the scale. Granted, it took some shit, but they won. Bottom line. And Miss even close to Mizzou. Sorry, they don't. Not even close. So I'm giving Georgia the win over Mizzou. But I will say this. Tennessee has everything that Georgia can't handle offensively and defensively. And Tennessee will beat here. Mark it down, book it, put your damn mortgage on it. It's happening. I'm calling.
Yep. Okay. But gotta think about this. I'm gonna give you another trivia question.
Go for it.
Do you think right now that Ole Miss can whoop Missouri and Tennessee?
No.
No. So let me get this straight. Spencer, you're saying that Tennessee has a better chance of beating Georgia. Is that what I'm gathering? Okay. So my man over here, Blake, is arguing that Ole Miss has a good chance of beating him. If that happens, I'm fixing to anyways, Van. What I'm trying to get at, they've got two chances of losing. I think the Ole Miss game will be kind of close. I do. But I do think Tennessee has a better chance at beating them at Tennessee. Home field advantage, if nothing else. And if I kind of hope Georgia wins, to be honest with you. And simple reason being, our number one shot in the arm will be beating Georgia in the SEC, just to be honest with you. Because if Tennessee beats Georgia, then we're subject to have to play Tennessee again in the SEC.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's a big gift. But now this is what Tennessee got to do, though. Some way, somehow, some way, shape, fashion, or form, they got to work with Joe Milton. Joe Milton gonna have to tighten up. He cannot miss the deep balls down the field when the wide receiver running wide open. He cannot miss the passes on certain slants or certain dump offs and all this, because he on threw it either too short or over. Some way he's got to hit these passes. He's gonna have to hit these passes. He's gonna have to have a monster game in order to pull that off. But Ole Miss quarterback better, a lot more accurate, mobile, and then a lot more creative. Because I've seen this guy do this a couple times. Read the defense and sometimes change the play at the line and confuse you. He look over to the sideline, they throw up a sign, be like, okay, he'll try to run with that play, but then sometimes he'll stop. He don't like what he see, change play, and then now it confuses the defense. Now you don't know where the ball going. I think Ole Miss is more of a threat to Georgia than Tennessee, though. And FYI, Ole Miss got the better offense than LSU. That was already proven weeks ago. They outscored them. That's how they beat LSU. Outscored them in the fourth quarter by any means necessary. Even though they made some mistakes in there, they were still hitting on all cylinders. They didn't stop. They kept coming. They didn't stop. And that's what Georgia is going to get out of Ole Miss. They're going to keep coming and coming and coming. Georgia ain't faced nobody like that yet. A team that actually, even though they get a little trouble, go through a little adversity, might have a penalty there, but guess what? A team that keeps coming. They ain't gonna lay down. Georgia ain't faced nobody like that yet. And then they can score a lot. They can score a lot of goddamn points. Oh my God. They're gonna keep coming. Ole Miss is that type team. They keep coming. That's why Alabama had to hold them to 10 points. They had to shut everything they was doing or trying to confuse the secondary or the front seven. They had to shut it down. They had to show up and show out. They had to.
Well, just keep in mind, Georgia's got a better defense than LSU. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. So that will be a game.
It is gonna be a good game, but you gotta ask yourself this: how many creative teams they played that has a creative offense that's explosive the way Ole Miss is? And key word again, they keep coming. They keep dialing up shit you ain't never seen. Shit that Ole Miss do on film, you see it on film during the game when it's game day, you don't even see it. It's a different look.
All right. Well, listen, Blake. We fixing to get off here. Hell, we've been on here almost 2 hours, and we fixing to shut this thing down. I got to do some promos here in just a little bit. Have you got anything else you want to say before we get off here?
Not really, but Roll Tide. See whoever we're gonna see in Atlanta, and I hope it's Georgia, so we can mollywop their ass and go ahead and handle our business in these playoffs.
Okay. All right.
Maybe the best team win. Better tighten up.
Lord have mercy. Van, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, Blake Miles done convinced me. He done convinced me. He gonna be a salesman, man. I'm telling you what's up. Man,
he I
watch everything. I watch everything. How you performing on the field, everything. I watch everything, analyze everything. Ole Miss is a team that's gonna keep coming. Georgia better come out fast, hot, ready, and try to put them away early if they're gonna have a good game and a good win. Other than that, do not get in a gunfight with Ole Miss. They're gonna beat you.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right, man. What you got?
LSU found that out for the fans. Got in a gunfight with them, and LSU lost to Ole Miss when they got in a gunfight with them.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Yep. Spencer fell out because his notebook went dead. So I was gonna give him last words too. What do you got, man?
Well, I just want to say thanks to the chat. Seen some new faces in here this week, adding some conversation. Got some new folks on the show. Blake Miles, I enjoyed talking to you, brother. This was fun.
All right.
I like talking to some rabid Alabama fans that know what they're watching, man. That's fun for me. I enjoy it. It's good, man.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
This is a show for the people.
Sure. I'm just happy to be on. I've been trying to get on for a while.
Well,
hey, we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you
here anytime, Blake. Just know that.
Yep.
All right.
Is that all you got, Van?
Yes, sir, man. Just wanted to thank the chat. I enjoyed it. This was good.
All right. Well, guys, thank y'all for coming to see us on the barbershop. Let's see. This is Sunday. I may still try to do something later on tonight if I get bored. I doubt it, but we'll see. And when I do, I'll just throw it out there and we'll see what happens. But anyways, for sure, be sure, catch the Horseman Tuesday nights. It is going to be a good one. Spencer's fired up. Rise Up by then his medication should kick in and he won't be so nervous anymore. And he'll be all right. And William, he'll be lit up. You know he will be. So it's going to be great. Tuesday night, I would not miss it for the world. If I'm not here, I'll be definitely on my phone watching. And let's see, Thursday night we'll have William and AT on What the Hell, and then we'll start all over again Saturday morning. We'll be here again for the pickup show. It's getting tight. Jeff Stapleton is trying his best to pull away, and he's doing a damn good job of it too. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So we got to tighten up ourselves. Be honest with you, I'm going to call Blake and say what I need to do. Go, tighten up. George, don't worry, buddy. After the football season, I'm still working on it, actually. We are going to be doing a Bigfoot show. Yes, we are. All right, just for the hell of it, for nothing else. But I think y'all will enjoy it. I'm actually thinking about trying to get somebody that y'all see on TV all the time. I've talked to him before. Okay. So, anyways, with that being said, I enjoyed it. It was a great football game. It was a football game like I wanted to see. Alabama pull away. LSU was no slouch. They played great football, and they done a good job. And we done a better, and that's what I wanted to see. Van might show up. Van's gonna be there. I think Van's gonna enjoy this. We're gonna do it on his show on this time. On this time, but it'll be after football season, guys. Come on, this is the time for football. But I'm working on the other stuff too. We may talk about anything. What do we do? We talk about anything we want to. But anyway, let's get out of here. It is 2 hours and 1 second. Great show, Van. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And Blake, seriously, man, anytime you want to come back, everybody enjoyed you. Get the hell out of here. I don't know where he went. He just disappeared on me, brother. Oh, Lordy. All right, man. We're out of here, man. We enjoyed it. Guys, a good show. You want to go out with a bear?
Always.
Always. All right. We're gone. Roll Tide. Wait a minute. Hold up. Blake, kiss my ass. Goodbye.
Icebox strikes again.
Actually, no, he fell out again. I did not cut him off. But the thing of it is, my trigger finger was over. I was fixing to anyway.
I know
That's
how
sad.
you operate.
That's so sad. I know, seriously. Blake, if you're rewatching this, we loved you. We really did.
Oh, yeah. Anytime he wants to come on here, man, I enjoy it. Man. He's a passionate fan. Those are fun to talk to.
Yeah, that was great. That was good stuff. Spencer, oh, my goodness gracious. I love Spencer. I cannot wait to Tuesday night to watch this man go off.
Anytime I get to talk to Spencer, I'm excited, man. I don't get to talk to him enough.
I am too. I even love it when he argues with me. I love it. He's great. He's a great guy. All right. Chat room. Like Van said, good grief, guys. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hit and like and subscribe that button if you don't, or you have. Tell somebody, tell friends. Come over, check us out. We are growing, and we really need to grow a lot more. So we appreciate you guys. We really do. And trust me, we won't forget you. None at all. All right. We're out of here. Roll Tide. Good game. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a good Sunday evening.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as national champion.